Hi guys, welcome to Beacon of Truth Tarot. This is Laurel. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Truthers and Patriots just to see if we can get an idea of where the energies are and what we might have coming towards us. Quick reminder, this is not a nefarious symbol. It's a symbol I created for the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction that happened in December of 2020. Not a nefarious symbol. Okay. I already shuffled. I don't want to shuffle anymore. Let's just cut the deck and get going. Okay. Starting out, we have the Hermit, the Daughter of Wands, and the Emperor in reverse. That's interesting. Okay. So starting out, we have the Hermit with the Daughter of Wands in reverse. The Hermit, this is the guru on the mountain. It's the wise one. It is illumination, understanding. To me, in this deck, this is a light worker. Ooh, look, light right on top of that candle flame. It's a light worker. It's seeing the truth. The Hermit very much represents the truthers to me. But it's also shining a light on things, okay? It's coming out with the Daughter of Wands in reverse. So upright, the Daughter of Wands is an initiating action energy. So when it's in reverse, it's like it's not time to take action yet. But there is an enlightenment happening because the Hermit is an enlightened position. It's coming out with the Emperor in reverse. Now, interestingly, the Emperor is one of the cards that has come out in, I believe, every single one of the Truther readings I've done. The Emperor represents Saturnian energy. It's the constraints, the constrictions, and the control on us. And it represents, in these readings, the controllers. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention about this symbol, because this is Jupiter and Saturn, those are their symbols combined. It looks like a 45. One of my subscribers pointed that out, and I just love that. So anyways, starting out with, there's an awakening of some type, like shining a light on, not taking any action, but it's leaving the Emperor in reverse, so they're losing control. So that is very, very positive, I think. Okay, in the world, we've got the Lovers and the Son of Pentacles. So who we are in the world is being represented by the Lovers. The Lovers is a bringing together of soul connections. It's unity. Oh, wow. That's interesting. The Lovers card also is the card that represents Gemini. And President Trump is a Gemini, so let's just take that for what it is. In our position of control, we have the Son of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. So upright, this is the energy of action, earning money, bringing evidence, bringing that coin, which is something that exists in the real world, from here to there. And we have this in reverse in our control position. So if this is talking about Trump, which I would tend to think not, and I say that only because the major arcana to me speak more to energies, and if we're going to talk about a specific person, that would be the court cards. So the Page, Knight, Queen, and King of each suit. Gemini would be the Queen of Swords, okay? Just so you know. So this just feels like bringing together, it's a unity, and it doesn't even have to be a unity of people. It can be seeing the fuller picture. But in our position of control is that has to do with like not doing anything with evidence or money. It feels more like evidence right now, though. We'll see more as we go forward. In the position of other, so in our immediate environment, we've got Justice in reverse. And the Two of Swords in reverse. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So they don't quite know what to do with this. So let me first point out, Justice is 11. It's not in this deck, but Justice is card 11 of the Major Arcana, and the Two of Swords is a 2. So these are both 2s. They're a smaller version of what's represented in the Lovers. The Two of Swords in reverse is falling in the position of Other. And this is, when it's upright, it is going inside, blocking out the outside world to find our truth. It's trying to figure it out and coming to a conclusion on what is true. This is falling in reverse in their position. And their control over us, or their control in the world, which I think they're losing, has to do with an imbalance. Justice upright is clearly fairness, justice, the court system, and it's in reverse. Coming in here together with the Emperor, gosh, that's interesting, right? We've got 2 Major Arcana. They've got 2 Major Arcana, but ours are upright and theirs are in reverse. This doesn't feel like they're in reverse because it's nefarious. It feels like it's in reverse because they're not being able to make it work out. I mean, if we wanted to talk about nefariousness, there are Major Arcanas that could be upright to talk about this. So this feels like they're losing control. Maybe they don't have control of the justice system at the moment, and they're not sure what to do about it. Or they've lost control of the justice system. That's what it feels like, and they don't know what to do about it. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, what we've done with this. We've got the Father of Wands. That's beautiful. The Son of Wands in reverse. Oh my gosh, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Look at that. They have the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. Okay. This is very, very cool. In their position, they have the Two of Swords in reverse. The Two of Swords, the Swords suit is a mental energy. It feeds right into information war and propaganda and anything that's mental. Whereas the Wand suit, and this is our current position, it's the Two of Wands in reverse. I'll tell you what this card means, but the Wand suit itself is the suit of spirit, passion, and action. So they're in a mental place. We're in a place that has to do with our passion, but more so it feels like God. This feels like God versus science. Okay, so our current position, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. So the Two of Wands, when it's upright, this is bringing like 2 paths merging into one. And in reverse, it's 2 paths splitting. So this tells me that because this is the Wand suit, which has to do with spirit, it feels like the bifurcation of worlds. That's a spiritual idea. You don't need to know what that is necessarily, but it feels like we are reaching a point of splitting from this energy. That's what it feels like. Okay, now this is a super interesting dynamic here as well, because we've got the Son of Wands in reverse and the Father of Wands upright. So let's talk about Son of Wands first. The Son of Wands in reverse is falling in our confidence position. It's who we are. It's something deep down. It's one of our attributes. The Sons are very, very decisive, but having it in reverse, he's not taking action. So there is still some sort of a standstill here. And interestingly, what we want, because this is falling in the position of what we want, it's our will and desire and what we're going after, and we have the Father of Wands. It's a very balanced action. It's being very, very strong in our connection to spirit, not backing down. And I think that this Hermit, the wisdom here in the Hermit, like these positions are all our positions. Daughter of Wands in reverse, Son of Wands in reverse, and Father of Wands upright feels like it's not time to act. It's not time to act. And we're waiting for a time to act, or Son of Wands is more of the active energy. We can't act because of the position it's in. And what we want is to be able to act in the greater environment. Got the Daughter of Pentacles. Gosh, that's a lot of people. We got a lot of people here. And the Magician. Okay. Interestingly, the Daughter of Pentacles, if you guys recall, this, I think, represents the children, because it had ended up over here before, and it was like the children coming out of the tunnels, okay? So I think this represents the children. The children that have been trafficked, like those children, okay? Let's just say that. The Magician is a very powerful energy. Now, this is in our greater environment, but I'm still trying to decide if this Magician is good or bad, okay? And it feels good. It doesn't feel nefarious. It feels like there's still more that's being worked on about the children. Okay, so I'm going to throw some runes right now and see if I can understand more exactly what we're talking about. This is a super interesting dynamic, you guys, because the Wand suit is a larger, more powerful suit than the Sword suit. So let's just know that. Okay. Okay. More guidance on this reading, please. All right. One just flew on the ground. Where'd it go? Degas. Okay, so Degas again is it's a huge, shocking change that will never be the same from. It's a complete transformation. It's also one of the last runes in the Elder Futhark. There's debates on whether this is the last one or the second to last one, but this is indicating we're almost at the end. There's a huge change coming. Okay, I don't want to do that one yet. Let's do this one. This is, oh, that's interesting. This is Krans. It stands for torch. It's the flashlight. It's lighting up the darkness. It's in reverse. So there's still something unseen here. This one, I'm going to go this way. Berkana in reverse. So Berkana represents fertile fields. It's fertility. In reverse, falling on that Son of Pentacles. Now, this is in our position of control. So there's something, it's not the right time. Things aren't right. There's no fertile field. Maybe that's why we don't have enough evidence, you guys. We don't have enough evidence. There's not enough light yet to bring this. And that's why we have the Son of Pentacles in reverse. We're not bringing it forward from here to there yet because we haven't seen all yet. There's more to be revealed for sure. Okay, on the Daughter of Pentacles. Isa. Isa stands for ice. It stands still. It's like a glacier. It doesn't move. I know they move, but they move super slow. We're at a standstill. So there's something that has to do with the children that is halted. I don't think that we've found all the kids yet. I don't think we've cleaned out all the dumbs yet. There's something like that. But I do think that this Magician is a positive energy. It's like we have, I don't want to say possession of, but we've got these children. I think this Magician is the good guys in the greater environment. But we can't move forward yet because it's not time. It's not time yet, and we don't have enough information yet. Something is coming to a fore, though, that is going to change all of this, because this was the big energy. It fell on the ground. It's almost like we don't have enough information yet about what to do with these children. Something like that. All right. Moving on. Okay, our new perspective. Judgment. Wow. Okay, judgment. That's this energy. Judgment. Judgment is seeing the bigger picture, but it's also the judgment card. The judgment, this is the second to last major arcana. It's just like this. We are at a point where we are seeing the bigger picture. And having the Two of Wands here versus the Two of Swords, it's like we're stepping out of the mental realm, becoming more connected to God. Judgment energy is definitely more, it's like Archangel Michael calling the children. Like, this isn't a bad thing. I don't want it to sound like that. This is, we're reaching the height of it. Wow. Judgment can also very literally be tribunals and bringing people to judgment. Maybe because they don't have control of the court systems anymore. Maybe because this is going to be in a higher court, not a lesser court. Wow. That's powerful. When I just laid that out, that's powerful. Interestingly, too, wow, right? I said this is an 11, that's 2. Then the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, and Judgment, which is 20, that's a 2. So there is, and the Lovers represents the duality. So there is something major coming together here, bringing together all pieces of this, all sides of this, and seeing it, and getting judgment on it, justice on it. You don't, once you reach the judgment energy, you don't go back. You can't go back from judgment energy. This is like ordained. This is like God wins. Okay. Spark of change. 5 of Wands in reverse. Now the 5 of Wands, when it's upright, this is petty conflicts, arguments. And in reverse, it's stopping petty arguments, stopping fighting with one another. It's falling on top of the Son of Wands. The Son of Wands is a wonderful action-taking energy, but it can be very explosive, very argumentative. So the fact that the Son of Wands is in reverse and now coming out with the 5 of Wands in reverse in our Spark of Change, it's like we have got to not argue with each other, not fight with each other. I feel like saying this is vital. Okay. Best course of action. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is Isa. The Hanged Man is holding while we get more information. It represents an epiphany. It's also, to me, in my understanding of Tarot, the flip side of the Hermit. The Hermit and the Hanged Man. The Hermit is an old man standing on a mountain all by himself, holding a lantern with a light outside of himself. The Hanged Man is a young man hanging upside down from a tree with a halo around his head. It's like enlightenment from within. Okay? The Hanged Man represents the epiphany, the final, oh, I get it. Right? After all of the wisdom and knowledge that we've learned, we finally get it. But it's a position of hold because he's hanging upside down on a tree. So our best course of action is to hold and wait. We need, it feels like we need more people to have this epiphany. this aha. Okay? That's totally what it feels like. But this being in our best course of action, especially coming out with like Isa and stuff, there is more to be revealed, and we need to wait right now. Ugh. Okay, what we're going to struggle with. The Five of Swords in reverse. Now, upright, this Five of Swords is cutting away that which doesn't work anymore. It's cutting something away. And when it's in reverse, it's bringing them back together. It's mending the two sides. But this is a sword suit, so it does seem like mending the broken ties that were caused by propaganda. That's what it feels like. Feels like the idea of educate yourself, re-educate yourself, because what we once cut away, we need to bring back together and integrate. This is what we're going to struggle with, is reconciling the two pieces of information, right? This is swords, it's information and it's the mind. So what we're going to struggle with is mending these cracks that have been, like mending our thinking. What needs to fall away? The Eight of Cups in reverse. So upright, this is walking away from that which is emotionally unfulfilling. This is a very emotion-driven card. And when it's in reverse, don't walk away from that. Like, this feels like, don't forget what's important. Now, this is in what needs to fall away. So, not walking away needs to fall away. That is a very confusing double negative. Another card there. Clarification on that, please. Daughter of Swords in reverse. Okay, so our emotions somehow are clouding our thinking. It's like the destruction of something emotional is clouding our thinking, because the Daughter of Swords is in reverse. So possibly what we're mending here that we're going to struggle with are two opposing things. Maybe one is emotional and one is mental. And this is like not looking at, right? Daughter of Swords, not seeing, not understanding the ways in which, like the things that are emotionally difficult that we don't want to look at needs to fall away. Okay. This feels like cognitive dissonance. Not being willing to look at the emotional harm. Not being willing to look at how we abandoned our emotions because they were difficult. That needs to fall away. Okay, our direction we need to head. The Star in reverse and, ooh, the Ten of Cups. Now this tells me a miracle is a miracle. Okay, it means... The Star in reverse is lack of hope. Upright, this is our guiding light. It's hope and faith. And in reverse, it's hopeless. The Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment for all. This tells me that there's something here about not asking for everything we want, not being hopeful that we can get everything we want. It feels like settling and compromise. I think we need to reduce our expectations somehow on this. Five of Swords in reverse, the Five of Swords in general is a very all or none energy. It's a narcissistic energy, and the Five of Swords always has a winner and a loser. This says the direction we need to head is not hoping for everything to be fixed overnight, you know, with this Ten of Cups, which is total, absolute fulfillment. Like it feels like the direction we need to head is to be a little more realistic. Okay, what we're not seeing. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Now the Five of Pentacles, when it's upright, this is being left out in the cold. It's being broke. It's having no money. It has an energy very much of like the depression, having nothing. Okay? What we're not seeing is that we are not going to be left with nothing. We're not going to be left out in the cold. Ah, that's what it is. We're not going to be left out in the cold. That's what we're not seeing. We're not going to be abandoned. That's awesome. Okay, what's going to be illuminated? The Ace of Cups. Oh, love will prevail. God wins. The Ace of Cups, this is love. It's the Holy Grail. It's the stuff in the cups suit. That's our emotions. It's our emotional suit, but more so it's our compassion and love, our connection to God. It's the stuff that makes us human. So what's going to be illuminated is our love. This feels a little bit like the ways in which our love and compassion is just so full, and we gather together to help each other. That's what that feels like. What's going to be illuminated, though, is our humanity, our love, our compassion. This is also a new seed point of love and compassion. These in conjunction feel like we're not going to be left out in the cold. As a matter of fact, there's a new seed point for a wonderful new love, world, God. It feels good. The aces, though, are the seed point. And I think it's coming out of this disaster. It very well comes out of this judgment energy. And I do think that we are right now, currently, in a position of parting ways with the old, because judgment energy has come in. This is the energy of being reborn into something new, and it definitely has an Ace of Cups energy that can come out of that. Okay, the bigger picture. The Three of Wands. Oh, I love that. Three of Wands is seeing our ships come in, and in this, it's seeing the fruit of our labor happen, at least the beginnings of it. This is the card that I showed you before, that is that guy standing on a cliff watching the ships come into the harbor. We have it up right now in the bigger picture. This is also a portal. It's a big change, something totally new. That's beautiful. I mean, really, this Ace of Cups as a seed point that comes out of this judgment. We're almost there, you guys. I really feel like we are almost there. Because the bigger picture is we're starting to see our ships come in. So I think we're going to start seeing some kind of military tribunals or something, because they can't stop this anymore with this Justice card in reverse. Like, they don't have control over the court systems or something. Okay, the likely outcome. Whoa. 2. The Moon. Ace of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, under the deck, we have the Hierophant. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so the Hierophant, this is the systems and institutions around us. So this is the energy running throughout this spread. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about governments, systems, and institutions around us. And I think they're being called to judgment. In the likely outcome, we start out with the Moon. The Moon is things unseen. It's secrets. It have to do with the Ace of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Swords, when it's upright, this is truth. This is Archangel Michael's sword of truth. It's truth. It's a new idea, but it's truth. So there are secrets that have to do with lies and untruths. The Eight of Swords is a trap, feeling trapped, having no way out. This is a mental card. Both of these are mental cards. This is like the mind trap we have been put in. And I think it's due to lies that were unseen. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Upright, the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Great Wheel turning. This has very much to do with God. And the way, like, we don't turn the Wheel of Fortune. God turns the Wheel of Fortune. In reverse, it's like there is a stopping to this because the wheel isn't turning, it's in reverse. So the likely outcome is that there is something unseen, secrets that have to do with lies that have kept us entrapped and kept us stuck. And that's what I think this Hermit energy has to do with, understanding this. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse also indicates that we're still at a standstill. And our best course of action is to be in this standstill. We need to wait still, you guys. Ugh. I don't like that. Okay, so if we need to wait still, this in our direction we need to head. This feels so much like, don't expect the world overnight. It starts with one cup. One cup. We can't go from 0 to 100. It starts with one cup, and this is what's going to be illuminated. The beginnings. This one cup will get to the 10 of Cups, but we can't expect this overnight. Start watching some of the good that's coming in. We already know that. What we're going to struggle with is, this is very much a reconciling of mental energies, mental disparities, oxymorons, things that don't seem to go together, and bringing them back together. The spark of change is to stop looking at how things are not working and to start repairing what is working, bringing it together in this judgment energy. There is some giant judgment going on, and like I said, this feels like military tribunals versus the justice system, which is not working. This being here in the likely outcome, there are still secrets and lies that are keeping us trapped and stuck. So we're not moving on from this quite yet. And I think that it's like keep understanding more with this Hanged Man, because we're getting to a full illumination. Okay, that's what I have. Until I see you again. Namaste.